I thought we had good energy. I thought we had good energy. I thought we were inconsistent. You know, there's guys overextending, over pursuing. You know, so we were inconsistent. Something good would happen for one side, and then the other side go flat, and then the other side would something would go good. Then we, so yeah, I mean it was like this. I mean the good things, but there's a lot of up and down.
What did the offense do to earn the up downs there in the middle of practice?
Yeah, they went and wallowed around. I guess they were happy about their previous drills or something. I don't know. And but it was clearly motivation based on what changed after they did the up downs. I mean, you know, relatively fresh. We function one way, and then tired after a bunch of up downs, then we function another to the positive. So, you know, clearly it's something between the ears. So, but I was good to see him respond.
Coach, this early in the spring, how thorough is both really the offense getting a chance to go through the playbook right about now?
Pretty thorough. I would, this was the last installment, and then we'll repeat it as we go throughout the rest of spring. So.
How much of a competition do you foresee at inside receiver? There's a lot of names there, a lot of hard workers. How far do you see it going into spring and fall camp?
I see it going all the way through spring. We'll pare some guys down if somebody gets the upper hand. If you earn more reps, you get them, but then we'll start all over again in camp.
How is the offensive line shaping up right now? Are you finding a group of guys that you're familiar with?
I think good. I think shaping up good, soft. You know, we have no business being quite as soft and inconsistent as we are, which I think that'll improve with time. So I think the quick answers are shaping up good, but so we got a ways to go. Right now we're kind of initial success guys.
You didn't see Borgie, Matt Crazy suit up today. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's doing great.
You mentioned the inconsistency. Is that something kind of to be expected this early on? And do you kind of...
It is, but it's expected to change too. So.
What do you see from the D-line, opposite of the O-line?
Haven't seen enough of them to say. I mean, I guess I felt like we gave up more sacks than we should have. So obviously the D-line deserves credit for that, and we ran the ball probably better than we should have, and the D-line deserves credit for that. I think that'd be an example of inconsistency really on both sides, the offensive line and defensive line.
Do you see any possibility of Neville or Bledsoe progressing into 11-on-11 and getting some reps out of them at all?
We'll look at them for sure. We're got to see what Cam Cooper's capable of. So, because we haven't seen him, he hasn't been here, and then the most experience is Gordon and Tinsley. So we're going to see where they're at. But we got a long ways to go. So we'll check out Neville and Bledsoe, which we do every day with the other scale too. So.
Have you got a chance to look at Abraham Luke's and how he's developed since he's gotten
here? He's done really good, and and I thought stepped. I think he's well. We thought he'd do well, and he is doing well.
From a vocal standpoint on the O-line, do you feel like you have a couple guys that can maybe step into that role that Cole Madison had, just off the field, on the field, leadership-wise?
Well, I didn't think we were consistent with it last year. I thought Cole was a good player and stuff like that, but I think we need a more unified group, and I do think that there's plenty of room for those guys to step up. So,
how do you feel about the leadership on this team so far?
It's a work in progress.
How about the shakeup in the staff? What are the difficulties in having kind of so many new faces on the coaching staff?
I think really just adjusting to the first couple days, but I think they're all good, sharp coaches with great pedigrees and great success in the past, and we've upgraded a number of places, and so just looking forward to continuing to develop there.
I think we'll get to talk to Tracy today. What's it like having another former head coach with you, and what's it been like with him specifically?
Sharp guy, knows an incredible amount about football and all dimensions of it, and has been extremely successful everywhere he's ever been as far as how his defense is played.
He's a lot quieter than the last guy that doesn't bark quite as much. Do you think he's still able to get the same messages through and kind of just lead in a different way than maybe Alex did?
I don't think there's any question. He's, Alex kind of developed on the job, and then of course, Tracy's, Tracy's a guy that's got a lot of experience and a lot of dimension, and is, like I say, he's got a bigger body of work.
You guys good? Coach, this is my last time being in front of you. I took a job back home in Reno. Back home, and I wanted to thank you for the amazing marriage advice or wedding advice you gave me last year.
Yeah, so you went ahead and got married anyway, I see.
I will say that. You said we wish we eloped, and I think some days we do wish that, especially when we look at the bank account. I'm curious, though, when I first asked you, I wanted more of like big picture marriage advice, because I know you have a very successful marriage, and you don't see your wife as very much, and I don't see my wife very much with my job, so maybe just going forward, how to keep that fire lit. Do you have anything for me?
Well, the biggest thing is make sure she's your best friend, but with that said, anything that you expect to do within your marriage that is important to you 20 years from now, make sure you do it now, whether you feel like it or not, because you've got to maintain, it's just like your right to vote. If you don't exercise it, you might lose it. And so you need to exercise any rights that you expect to maintain between now and the duration. So see that you do that and do it from day one, starting now. And she needs to do the same thing, obviously. Anything she expects out of you, she better make sure she gets it.
I think she's done a better job of that than I have. Yeah.
Well, then she'll close in and she'll be the alpha and she'll run the whole deal. And
Don't go that far now.
so. Anyway, she's well on her way to just conquering the whole household. So you better play a little defense and protect your territory there.
That's why I have you, Coach.
Well, you give me a call.